Oh, hi there. Didn't see you. I was out on a fucking long-term, mission, and I have everything I need on my back in what is probably one of the best built, most affordable travel bags I've seen to date. This is the Rover from Mystery Ranch, okay? And they wanted to create a bag that would fit perfectly in that, it'd be as much as you can get, but it would fit in that, those puddle jumper planes, that it would fit perfectly and easily into that carry-on space that's like above the, the little puddle jumper planes. So that's what they set out to build with this. And in the process, they made a bag that's like 180 bucks right now, 185 bucks, which is pretty damn affordable for the level of quality and organization that this thing has. Now, if you haven't caught the spirit yet, if you aren't utterly committed to Sparkle Motion yet, this idea of traveling with a backpack instead of a roller luggage, and of traveling with one backpack instead of multiple pieces of luggage, is one thing that could totally change your life. It certainly has for me and a lot of other people. Why? Because you're more of a vagabond. You're more of a go with the flow. You're more of a let's just see what happens. And if you get into that state of mind, life starts to happen. And you start to feel better about yourself, and you start to be a little encouraged by the fact that the whole goddamn universe is full of mystery and wonder, and why am I always being so sad about things? Now, a lot of us are sad for real reasons, so I'm not telling you not to be sad. Some of the places we need to heal most are in feeling those very feelings and allowing the trauma to release from our body. Get a Rolfer. Here's what we're talking about, though, a travel bag. And this travel bag will not let you down. It is made, here's my gist on this bag, okay? Here's what I think you need. Here's the 4 or 5 points I think you need to know about this bag. Okay, first of all, it is built really, really well. We've got 500D Cordura on the outside, YKK zips with AquaGuard seal on the front, number 10 massive zipper for the main compartment. Everything works great. 200D Cordura, not Cordura, but nylon on the inside for the liner. These guys, Mystery Ranch, they make packs for firefighters, serious hunters and hardcore hikers, right? So they know how to make things that last. This thing is built with their standards. It's good. I mean, it's a commuter version of what they typically make. It's more of a city dude bag, but it's not gonna let you down on the road. That is critical. Number 2, there is tons and tons of capacity in this thing. A 43-liter bag, okay? Separated between 2 compartments. Look at that. A lot of you just went oh my God, yes. It's very nice to have 2 compartments to put all your stuff in. That means, you could have clothing on one side and then all your other stuff that you might need for your journey on the other side, jackets and sweaters and a daily carry or something. I'll show you exactly how I've got this padded out. But the point I'm trying to say is right now, this thing has tons of capacity. 43 liters is huge, and it fits on your back. Here's the next point. The next point is actually that it's comfortable enough, right? You got 43 liters on your pack. If you fill this thing up, it's gonna get heavy. One of the downsides I see on this is for a lot of you, there's no hip strap, okay? And it doesn't look like there's an accessory for a hip strap. Some of us, I think this bag would be super awesome as a world travel bag. I think it would be excellent as that. However, our straps are a little simple for that. They do have amazing padding and mesh. These are some very nice straps, and it feels comfortable on. But when you are in Southeast Asia and you need to hike through a river to get to the other side to go to your eco hostel or whatever, it's really nice to have a hip strap so that you can let this weight rest more on your hips. That being said, in my use with it, I've packed it out and just kind of trunked around, just gone around town, just rucked about. It's not that uncomfortable. Most of the bags that I use don't actually have hip straps as well. I'll show you at the end of this video some of the other bags I might recommend instead of this one. And most of those that I recommend don't use hip strap as well, so I'm used to something like this, and I like to be a fit enough dude so that I can survive this. So any of you fit people out there, you could probably survive this, but at the same time, it's why put the extra stress on yourself if you can't be conscious enough of how you're moving? Again, get a Rolfer. I'm really inspired by bodywork right now. I just think our body workers are the most exciting thing. I haven't told, like, I have like interviews with body workers that are like on my YouTube channel that are hidden. I haven't shown them to anybody. I just like interview body work. I just think they're fascinating. Okay, so my third point there is that these straps are fairly, they're comfortable. They are. When you're packed out, if you pack the shit out of this, it might not be comfortable anymore because we don't have a hip strap. Also, you should know that these are removable straps. They can hide away right in here, which is great. The way that they connect, I haven't ever had any problems feeling like they're coming undone without me wanting them to. They have a really great clip here that clips them down, which is removable. You can put the straps away in case you wanted to go full briefcase mode like that. One more bit on the back is we don't have a mesh or air channel thing back here, so some of you, that's a deal breaker. You really hate to sweat that much. This, I don't ever typically mind it. But at the same time, I haven't done, 3 hours of walking with this thing. So I think they were really focused on making it look good as your sort of briefcase style for when you're doing business trip stuff. Point number 4 here is there's some satisfactory external pockets. Okay, a larger pocket down here, which they actually have designated for like dirty clothes. It's kind of an interesting way of doing it. I use it. I'll show you what I use it for in a second. Then you have this front pocket here, which is sort of like your quick access pocket, glasses and things like that. I'll show you that. And then you have a tech pocket here with a laptop and a tablet space. The tablet's kind of unusable when you have a laptop in there. Very satisfactory is what I'd call this. See this size right here? This medium size pocket? This is like, I love these kinds of pockets on bags. These are important, if not essential for me in a travel bag. Quick access, gotta have that. Most bags do. Gotta have a laptop. This one has it. Got some words to say on that. But the main point is it's satisfactory. You can easily use this stuff. It's great when you're talking about a bag. It's 180 bucks. It's built this well. That has the removable straps and these sorts of things at this capacity with the organization of 2 different compartments. It's like, dude, this thing is killer. Quit searching and just commit to something. That's what some of you need to hear right now. And then my final point is just make sure you check the carry-on sizes for where you are going. This is 22 inches by 13 by 11, okay? And it definitely feels and looks large. So I know that some of those Euro companies, those Euro Air companies, they wouldn't allow this as a carry-on, right? And I typically always recommend people just go for the smallest required bag size, right? So it's something that you can take on any airline ever, right? That way you can, if you happen to find yourself out there, you don't have to like get a different bag, or you don't have to like travel completely differently. Instead, if you learn how to travel with a bag that's like literally, I think you only need like 2 inches like shorter than this bag, and they wouldn't be able to keep you from checking it from carrying it on. So the point being, just make sure vast majority of airlines, I think this is going to be fine on, but do your research. 22 by 13 by 11, okay? Okay, now I'm gonna walk you through every nook and cranny on this bag, and I'm gonna start with this guy over here. So this is like a medium pocket, all right? Which what I've done here is I've got a few pouches and then my MacBook charger. I've got my computer in here. I always need to bring my computer because I'm working from home and from the road or whatever. So what I've done is in here, I've got a bunch of like tech stuff, all my dongles and things that I might need, as well as a Band-Aid and like wet wipes and a condom. I actually don't have the condom in there, but you should probably take condoms with you. I'm married. We don't use condoms, man. Then in this pack, I've got an extra pair of headphones. I've got a headphone splitter. I've got some cables that I might need for pretty much just audio stuff. It's just a little guy, but it's one of those things that I always find. My wife needs the headphones, and of course she didn't bring any on the travel, so I just literally keep it in my bag just in case. My wife had lost her like ID at one point, so she got another one, and then I found her ID, and then I would keep her ID with me just in case we'd be out at a bar and she forgot her wallet or something like that. Like I just, you learn these things as a husband. Okay, so this medium-sized pocket, they say is great for your dirty clothes. I love it as just a medium-sized pocket for like random stuff like this. This is the kind of shit that sucks when you have to try to shove it into a smaller capacity. It's nice to just throw it down there. My one bummer is it's on the bottom of the bag. So whatever's in here is gonna get crunched. It's gonna get crunched again and again, because one of the things that's so nice about a bag is when you get it and you could just throw it around. You just fucking just throw that bag around. Like, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to be delicate, or because your computer is totally protected. All your stuff that needs to be protection is up top. You know what I mean? That you miss out on in this. And I gotta be honest, like that's something that's what we call cognitive load in the design industry. It's like, it's this little cycle of bandwidth in the back of your head. Like, it's just, travel is so nice when you don't have that. So, you know, think about that. I could easily reorganize this and put those pouches inside my main compartment. As I'm thinking about it, I'm like, maybe I should do that. And then a sweater goes in here. My jacket goes in here or something like that. Okay, so outside pocket, number 10 YKK zip with AquaGuard seal there. Then we've got our quick access pocket. This is one of those things that if the bag gets really packed out, it's gonna get tight. I've got a little journal. Highly recommend using a journal on your travels. This is the Baron Fig notebook, just a basic. I love going with a basic notebook. You just find the size that you want. Some people want the field notes, really small thing. Those are great. I like a little bit bigger. The bummer is I can't really fit it in my jean pockets. I also throw my glasses case in here and a pen. I use these Tombow Brush Pens. I'll put links to all these things below in the description. And by the way, on these pouches, if I haven't yet, there will be a video coming out on this showing all my favorite pouches and how I use them. It'll probably be inspiring for you to put together your own little like tech bug out bag, right? So check a link in the description for that. Inside of here, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there are some little organizy bits, mostly unusable except for the pen things. So, but if you had like a multi-tool or something like that that you wanted to just give to the TSA, like you could put it here, and then when the TSA goes like, sir, you have a knife in your bag, you go like, oh yeah, that's right, I have a special place for that. You pull it right out, you give it to them, never have to worry about it again. And just for the record, this 200D nylon liner is great. It feels solid, it's simple, it's gray. I always like a brighter color on the inside, like my boy Bo is mono, but it's been fine for me. So that's the kind of place where you could put, you know, it goes down to there, goes down to right there. Notebook and glasses and is like maybe your keys you can throw in here somewhere. There's not a key ring anywhere. Okay, then another YKK number. I think this is an 8 up here. So we got a 10 down here. We got a 8 here and an 8. Or actually, these might be 5s. No, they're 8s. So all of them on the front have this AquaGuard seal. And then down in here, you've got a laptop compartment. This is my 15-inch MacBook Pro. Okay, it fits in perfectly. It's snug. It's pulled way up off the bottom of the bag. I've also, like, there's also like quite a bit of space in here on the front of that, just like loose space in the front. So I've thrown a book in there. I like to bring a book when I travel. This is the Bell Notes, guy who literally invented the first working helicopter, who then left it to go explore consciousness and create a theory of the universe. I am so into that shit. Now, one little note here. You've got your laptop compartment, then you've got a little flippy dippy right here, and you've got a space for a tablet of sorts. Now, for me, with my 15-inch MacBook Pro, once I've put that in there, this thing's kind of unusable. It's barely got enough room to fit something into. So, and I don't have a laptop. I don't ever bring a thing of that, an iPad of that size or whatever. I have my big 12-inch MacBook or iPad Pro, which sometimes I'll take with me. So that would fit actually just in this compartment. And even if it did just fit out here, I'm still pulled off the bottom of the bag, so I've got some protection. Also, this might be the only place on this bag for your papers, your business papers, man. Again, that liner feels nice in there. I like that liner. Dude, this bag's just freaking solid. One of the things that you will notice about this material, a lot of people are starting to notice this about Cordura when it's at like 500D or something like that, when it's got like a sort of a drier feeling to it. It'll pick up hairs. Like I have these natural wool carpets in my house, and it'll definitely pick up hairs, but you know, your mileage may vary. I'm fine with it. Okay, so now the main compartment where we've got these huge number 10 YKK zips, nice rope pulls on those guys. The rope pulls are on all of them actually. And when you open it, okay, the first thing you're actually gonna notice on this is the feeling of this mesh right here. This is another one of those interactions, like just like with the the handles on this bag. The handles are like just some sort of a nylon webbing that's like turned around itself and given a little bit of cushion or padding like just by itself that like, yes, that feels like what Indiana Jones would use today. Same thing with this. There's something sturdy and rigid about it. Like I was saying, these guys do like firefighter gear and stuff. This thing feels killer. On both sides of this, you've got a long sort of a long pocket. So you could throw your shirts or something in there. You could throw your power chargers, throwing books in and stuff. And you can see through the mesh so you can tell what's in there. Nice. Maybe it would be nice to have like a separator in there that you could use if you wanted, but great place for your pouches, man. So this is like where I could be putting my pouches instead of on that front thing so I could totally feel crushable about my bag. Okay, and then the same zipper over here where you've got all of that same exact mesh thing. Now, they nicely have this like segmented for you so that you can totally organize this however you want. Definitely this side, one side is bigger than the other, okay? Because this, you can see you have your pocket down at the bottom. And then here, I'll show you that pocket in a second. So what I've done here is I've just thrown some like work boots in there for like casual stuff. And then I've got a minimal toiletry kit. Highly recommend that you go minimal with your toiletry kit, okay? I will put a link in the description below to, I haven't made it yet. I haven't even planned to make it, but I gotta do something for you guys to know. We could think about what's in our toiletry kit. What needs to be there? Make like a toiletry kit bag that's kind of always ready to be packed. That makes travel so easy. You just feel like, I've thought about what I need. I have what I need. Oh, I can stop worrying about things. Okay, and minimal is the way to go on that. Not this big DOP kit, like leather. Oh, look at our DOP kit for men. It's like leather and all this shit. It's just so much stuff you don't need is in there. Okay, and then I do packing cubes. My preferred right now are these Bihn Aeronaut packing cubes. They're just solid, nice plastic zip that feels like you can rip it and really like, you know, shove it full of stuff. So when I travel, I'll have one big packing cube like that, one medium-sized packing cube, and then that fits. So to give you a sense of this size of this bag, this is huge right here. There's still a whole other compartment. This is massive. This is bigger than a lot of bags out there. I will show you some bags that you should look at in a second, but before I move on, look at this little like, you know, start date, 20th March 2018, a bin number, it's built by line 2, final inspection from 149. 149? I want to thank you for your service. Just an indication of the that right there is just like an indication of the kind of company you're talking about here. Mystery Ranch makes great gear and they really care about what they do, or at least they seem to. Okay, then on the other side, one of the things you'll notice about this is like, look at how easy this zipper works. That's partly due to the fact that this mesh is a little more rigid. And Mystery Ranch knows how to fucking sew and design a curve. You see that? I could do that all day. So it easily comes open, and inside over here, that was all my clothing. All my clothing. This is, I bring a daily carry bag with me typically when I travel like this, just because it doesn't cost me any size or weight in the bag. This is from Why Not. I'll put a link in the description right at this time code to my favorite packable backpacks that you should check out. This one's my favorite because it's Cordura, just like simple. I like the sort of camo aesthetic, it's nice. And then I've just thrown in a sweater and a jacket. Now this pocket over here, something that you need to know is this pocket, let's see if I can get you to see this. This pocket actually is bigger on one side, it's deeper than it is on the other. So it has a kind of curve to it, and it curves, you can see it maybe easier here. So we've got more size down here than it does up here. And you can see how this pocket, that dirty clothes pocket, just starts eating away at the size of the internal compartment here. So if you don't need it at all, you wanna pack everything into here, you can easily do so, and it doesn't take any space. One final note is you've got these two D-rings right here in case you wanna do this as an over-the-shoulder bag. Totally doable. I always prefer to go backpack. So this Rover from Mystery Ranch to me is a very inspiring bag. It's very interesting. It's very well built. It's super easy just to throw your shit into it and just ruck around. Now, let me go find some other bags to show you to look at if you want to compare this to others. Okay, a lot of you guys have seen me do these before, so feel free to fast forward, but this is the Heimplanet Monolith 40 liter, okay? A very similar bag. One of the things it lacks is that medium-sized pocket. You got a ballistic nylon here, so it picks up less dirt. Quick access, another quick access up here, and then inside is just a huge capacity. Probably similar capacity to this, though the Mystery Ranch might be slightly bigger. Very comfortable straps. Highly recommend this bag. It's one of my favorites ever to travel with. For some reason, it's comfortable. You can just throw shit into it and it will last. I'll put a link to this guy in the description below at that time code. Tortuga Setout. Surprisingly well-made bag. Decent, a little more city aesthetic, but huge. Just massive capacity, all right? A little more delicate than the Heimplanet or the Rover, though you've got this great kind of harness system. You've got some waist straps if you want them. Also, better tech organization than the Heimplanet, and better a little bit than this too. You've got a quick access here. You've got a whole tech panel on the front for laptop and tablet and all sorts of crap. Wait, not the laptop here. Sorry, this is the iPad. There's a laptop compartment on the back, so your laptop's up against your back. Honestly, this bag is built for travelers, for like urban travelers, for people going from city to city. Great water bottle pocket. This thing is a bestseller for a reason. Highly recommend it if you need that capacity. The Aer Travel Pack 2.0, slightly tighter than this. This will travel a little more minimally than this, which I'm all for. But you have roughly this like same size as that one side of this bag. I love traveling with this guy. No airline's gonna stop you from traveling with this. And it travels really lovely with all of the access and tech and organization. Almost doable as your daily carry bag when you get there, if you don't mind having a larger bag. Just did a review on this guy. I'll put a link to the description below. The GoRuck GR2, I mean, just one of those things. I was having someone reach out on Instagram, like, should I do the GoRuck or should I do this? And the other one he was looking at, I was like, I'm not a huge fan of. And so like the GoRuck, if you feel like drawn to the GoRuck, please stop everything and just do it. Just spend the money, be in it, and commit to it for the next 10 years. Just make it a partner. Make a relationship with this bag. It's worthy of it. It will last. This thing is really respected in the whole travel world. Very comfortable, built like a tank. It's a partner, man. It's a partner. So if you don't know about it, you need to maybe do a little research on it. I'll put a link to that in the description below. The thing with the GoRuck is it's kind of serious. Now this Bihn Aeronaut is less serious, though it is just as good, just as well built. It's got this incredibly thick ballistic nylon, YKK zips, the whole 9 yards. You can segment it. It's like a big duffel bag, all right? So there's no tech stuff. So if you don't need any tech stuff, this thing's one of the better sort of backpack duffels. Backpack straps zip out from here. No hip pockets that you can get on this. I was just wondering, I wonder if you could. So this and this, very similar. This is 45 liter. That is 43, and it has a little more in terms of pockets. This one, you have 2 external pockets out here. This is like the ultimate family cruiser. Everybody gets one of these. We're going to Europe for 14 days, like, it's done. I'll put a link to all those in the description below. That is the Mystery Ranch Rover Pack. Hope you dug the video. Listen, if you did, if this was helpful for you, I am doing this or trying to do this for a full-time living. And the only way that I get paid actually is when you guys click the links and purchase. So if you do purchase, please click some of my links. And when you do so, it's the equivalent of buying me a beer. No cost to you though. It's like buying me free beer. Please help me buy free beer. If you're new to this channel, you should know what I care the most about here is just getting you into products that you're gonna love for a long time. I'm so sick and tired of the fact that there's a plastic island out in the middle of the ocean. I'm so sick and tired that like we're still lining up for food that's terrible for us, right? I wanna make food that's great for us that we all lining up for that because it tastes so delicious. But not food, but like products, like headphones, bags, like furniture, shoes. What are the things that are necessary for a considered modern life? Because let's be honest, we can do better. And I'm inspired by that. And I think when I have less things in my life that I feel like I like a lot more, my life gets better. That simplicity helps me to just kind of like spend time thinking about and feeling about the things that I should be thinking and feeling about instead of just going like, oh, I don't know. Should I do this one or that one? So that's why I do these videos. Hope you find it helpful. My name is Chase Reeves. Talk to you later. Thanks for coming by. Love you. Bye-bye. Bagworks.co. ChaseReeves.net. Those are the websites.
I guess those are the websites.
Yeah,
he's
he's
wanting us to, I guess, go check out what he's up to or something like that. Yeah, looks nice.